this is one of the few teams that has shot more fouls than we have in a game. And then, not only that, we missed 5 in a row. We're like one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country. But we had foul trouble. The end of the half was kind of like, we don't get a rebound. One of my freshmen just get knocked out of the way, and it's an and-one, and we get beat on the backboard by another freshman. I'm like, you. And what I did in the second half, just so you know, 3 guards and the 2 fresh big guys, which were Nick and Nate, because they didn't play that much. And then I wrote them. Just said, how much can you play? And you know what's amazing is they don't want to come out, and I'm good with it. Play. They made the plays. They made the defensive stops. You know, we rebounded the ball. You know, there's a good road. Anytime you went on the road in this league, it's big. Especially when we're walking in the gym and students back on campus for the first time, and it's a sellout, and it was really hot in there. I don't know if you guys noticed. Like, I was soaked in there. So, and our kids fought it and won the game.
Cal, early in the year when the offense was sort of a mess, and you were talking about these guys won't share the ball. In the second half, you had 11 assists on 17 made shots.
Yeah, but the first half, Ashton had 10 shots, and they were mostly jump shots. What are you doing? So what, are you going to try to get 25 shots coming home? I mean, you average 11 shots a game. You have 10 in the first half. But it wasn't just him, it was a bunch of us. We wouldn't pass the ball to each other. And when you play that way, the game is hard.
Questions?
You guys can let me go, really.
You also kept saying early in the season, you know, this is a good shooting team. Emmanuel, I think over the last 3 games, is shooting like 55% now from 3. Is this just the universe, the law of averages correcting itself? Do you feel like this is the kind of shooting team you
also have Nate now. So you have Nate, Emmanuel, Tyrese, who hasn't been shooting as well as he needs to, but Ashton can shoot threes too. I mean, Ashton's play at halftime was big. Because if he doesn't make that, all of a sudden this is a different game, and they get the ball to start the half, all of a sudden it gets to 12, 13, 14, we may not win this game. So that play, that one play where he drove it down and was alert to make a basket was a big play.
Coach, obviously you know a lot about Anthony Edwards. Can you just talk about how you defended him and how you thought your team played against
Well, if you give him space, he's making the shot. And what we did is we just tried to crowd him and switch out on him, make it hard for him. And, you know, he was 8 for 17. That's pretty good. And he made baskets that kept it close. You know, but they're more than just him. Rashawn is a really good player, too, and a tough, hard-nosed kid. And you know, Wheeler's been here and been done that. He wasn't afraid in this game, and he made plays, made free throws at the end. We were missing free throws, he was making them. So.
Cal, following up on Anthony Edwards, even if he's right in the front row to your left, even if he's one and done, what does getting a guy like that on campus do for a program? And I don't know if this is the time you want to reflect, but even going back to your first year at Kentucky, what was it like for you when you were able to get all those one and dones on campus?
Well, we didn't know other than John Wall. And what I said to John Wall was, you don't leave here by yourself, you take everybody with you. I didn't know that meant 4 other first-round draft picks. I thought it would be 1 or 2 guys. He took everybody. But I don't think of it in terms of that. I'm focused, and I imagine Tom is, how do I help him be the best player so that he's prepared to be a Tyler Hero, a P.J. Washington, who you guys played against? Do you see what they're doing in that league? And if you remember here last year, Tyler didn't play so well. Neither did Kelvin. And now, by the end of the year, those guys, that's what the job is. And I worry more about what we do for them than what they're going to do for us, because in the end of the day, if we do right by them, they will do right, and they will bring all the stuff you want to your program and your school. And it's been great for us. I mean, our team right now, we have some guys that, you know, are in that mold of leaving. But we just had a 2.88 grade point average. Not internet classes, not correspondence, 2.88. Ashton had probably not supposed to say his name, that he got a 3.5. Am I not supposed to say that he got a 3.5? I think I'm supposed to. Jerry, you gonna check on that, Jerry?
No, you can do it.
Okay.
Coach.
But that's you know, these kids, they're doing everything they can, and you know what? Our job is to do for them, make this a great, hold them accountable, make them do what they're supposed to do, play the way they're supposed to play, and then in the end of the day, I think they leave and, you know, our kids, they're tied to Kentucky, all of them, and not all of them left after a year, a bunch of them did, but we've had many stay for 2 and 3 and even 4 years and be in that league, but they're still tied to the university.
Congratulations on the win, Coach.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry.
How much emphasis, if any, and/or pressure do you think that EJ and Ashton maybe have put on themselves coming back home, I guess, to make sure they had a good game?
And they're different kinds. Ashton is like, I'm gonna show, and EJ is, I hope I play. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between the two. And let me say this: EJ played pretty good today, not great, but he is that guy for us. He's that, let's go. I mean, I think Nick's trying to do everything he can, got away from rebounding a couple balls late in the game, but our guards came up with those balls. But Nate played well, which is why EJ didn't play as much. But we need him to be what he's capable of doing. He should be the best offensive rebounder, a shot blocker, a runner. Some of the stuff that Nick's doing, dunking around the basket, that should be him. And again, my goal is by the end of the year, that's who he is.